Alright, so let's take care of this one first, since I'm pretty sure I remember the contents, but just in case I don't.
Alois, what a pleasant surprise. Would you care to join me?
Ah, perfect. I was just looking for someone to dine with. Let's raid the dining hall, shall we?
My goodness, but you're in a good mood.
Manuela, I have some news. I received a letter from my wife today.
Oh?
My daughter just picked up a new skill. Can you guess what it might be?
Singing? Dancing? I've no idea what parents teach their kids, or why they even have children at all. Still, give me a hint. Fishing? Bricklaying? Cooking?
That's right. Spot on as always. My
Wait,
wife is
which
teaching
one?
her the basics.
The basics of which?
Next time I'm home, my daughter will be able to cook me all my favorite meals. What a lucky father I am. Is any father in the world luckier than I?
I don't know. And I don't care to know.
My wife greeting me at the door. My daughter's nervous face as she sets the meal on the table. Oh, I'm so excited I bet I won't even be able to taste the food as I devour it.
Wouldn't your daughter appreciate it more if you took the time to savor?
Then I'll say, how delicious. That was the second best meal I've ever had.
First best? Shouldn't you encourage her?
Mommy's cooking is the best, but you're a close runner-up, darling.
What would you say?
Oh, Daddy, I'm so happy you liked it, she'll say, as she embraces me, a big smile on her little face. Ah, what could make a man happier?
You've forgotten I'm here, haven't you? Oh, all I wanted was a dinner companion. What did I do to deserve this?
What didn't you do? Let's be honest. Alright. I do remember that one, but it was amusing all the same. So, let's get to the really fun stuff. Finishing out Happy stuff.
So Happy, are you going back home or what?
That came out of nowhere. Haven't you noticed there's a war going on? I can't leave now.
Hadn't noticed. Nope. Now that I have, will you head home once it's over? To check on your parents?
No. Even after the war, I can't return. With my curse, I might destroy the whole village. I won't put them at risk like that.
True. I want to say you could go there and everything would be dandy. The way things tend to shake out, though, it can be pretty hard not to sigh.
What about you? You don't mind spending all this time away from wherever you call home?
Can't say I've spent much time thinking about it. Maybe after the war is over. I've got plenty to keep me occupied. If I drop things and head home, my people will lose respect for me. I can't have that.
I see.
Where are you going with this?
I know I should visit home at some point. It's been more than a decade since I left, though. They probably think I died.
They might. All the more reason for you to go back. I know you're scared. But if you keep your visit brief, it'll work out fine. I don't know about yours, but my mother would want to know that I'm okay.
I suppose I could stop by for a short visit. That might be nice.
Still worried? I can accompany you. I'm sure you'll find some use for me.
Huh?
You know you'll be so caught up in my lively conversations, you'll have very little time for sighing.
Really?
That plan could backfire. I might find the conversation boring, and then...
That would never happen. I wouldn't allow for it. And on the off chance a beast does appear, well, that'll clear up your boredom pretty quickly, won't it?
You've got a weird sense of humor, Yuri Bird. I like that. I guess I wouldn't feel so nervous about going home if you went with me. I might even have a good time. When you're there, you feel closer to the stars. They look so clear and bright. I'd love to show you.
That sounded re-recorded.
I look forward to it. I bet we'll even see some of the stars you taught me about.
And maybe I'll finally lay eyes on that constellation you told me about. A fishing rod, was it?
Alright. Nothing too interesting, but still, not bad.
gross! Even with all I've learned, I still don't understand.
Hello, Constance. I hope I'm not interrupting.
You are.
Not at all. I was just in need of a sympathetic ear. I found a magical scroll, which, unless I am mistaken, should relieve me of my woes.
Oh, wonderful!
Not so fast. The magic within this scroll is a type I have neglected to study. It pains me to admit this, but it may take decades of going back to the basics to grasp it.
Decades? That's a long time to spend with your nose buried in an old piece of parchment.
Why must the goddess dangle a solution before me, only to cruelly pull it away?
There's no need to despair. To tell the truth, I like you just as you are.
You do?
Oh dear.
Why? Those low moods of mine have never done anyone the least bit of good.
You're like a little sister to me. Nothing you do will change that. Not even a little bit.
Really?
Of course, you're my sweet Constance, and I like you just as you are.
I see. Perhaps my moods are not the great burden I thought they were.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pressure you. No matter what decision you make, I support you.
I felt no pressure, I assure you. It's more that I feel embarrassed to have been embarrassed. I'd put so much effort into finding a magical means to alleviate myself that it never occurred to me that maybe all I needed was to accept myself.
What will you do with the scroll you found?
Oh, I'll continue to research it, for research's sake if nothing else, but I may have no need of it. It's not as if these moods of mine have ever hampered my efforts to restore my house.
Arguable.
And I am as a sister to you, no matter which face I present, yes? Nothing, no mood, no foe, no obligation, will keep me from honoring my sisterly duty to protect you.
We can protect each other.
Good, it is settled. Now we can begin the hard work of reclaiming our titles.
Absolutely. We'll become sister sages and restore our houses to their former glory.
You understand the plan perfectly. If we walk this path together, it can only end in triumph.
Mercedes is actually going along with this? I don't know how I feel about that. Because she seemed very reticent the first time around, but... okay then. Alright, now that I've seen to this, let's see what lies within.
How the crimson rain of pain it came, falling hard upon a land aflame. When the sacred blade it split the sky until the heavens heard our cry. In the hour of vengeance, will you heed the call? On the red fields of revenge, will you help avenge? We must fight strong and stand tall.
Oh, Ferdinand, that song.
How long has Ferdinand had a singing voice, and why is this the only time I've heard it? Where was this all my life?
Manuela, hello. What a treat. It is most rare to see you at the training grounds. I have never had the honor of sparring with a princess. Why not grab a sword?
Ferdinand, that's called changing the subject. That song you were singing, is it the one you said made such an impression on you?
So you heard me. I hope it was not too grating on your ears.
No, it was fine.
Nothing at all to be embarrassed about. I'm pleased if one of my songs stayed with you like that. It really takes me back. I remember the big battle in the first act.
Ferdinand has a singing voice. Okay, I am okay with this. I'm very okay with this. This is what I get for not unlocking every conversation.
How the crimson rain of pain it came, falling hard upon a land aflame, when the sacred blade it split the sky, until the heavens heard our cry. In the hour of vengeance, will you heed the call? On the red fields of revenge, will you help avenge? We must fight strong and stand tall. Wow, my heyday is behind me. That's for sure.
Sounded fine.
Oh, that was wonderful. Exactly the voice I recall from my childhood. To have witnessed this performance in such an intimate setting, I am deeply moved.
Phrasing?
I cannot stop trembling. I feel as though I am going to cry. You have shaken me to my very core.
Are you okay?
All right, Ferdinand, relax. I can see that it's affected you deeply.
I wish you could actually show that instead of actually just having them stand across from each other doing the same animations over and over. Have I not mentioned that in the review?
You made a little boy's cherished dream come true. Perhaps you can help realize one more.
Another one? And what would that be?
Would you do the sword dance with me? The one that accompanied the song?
Really?
It had a part for a male performer, if I recall. I would be truly honored.
I'm sure I can't do it as well now as I could then, but you're just so adorably... you. I can't resist.
They actually
Thank you
timed it?
so much. That has long been a dream of mine, and you made it a reality.
I gotta say, Ferdinand, you're full of surprises. It was like dancing with a pro. Perfect timing, always in step.
Oh no!
All thanks to you. You inspired me.
Or perhaps it was you who inspired me.
Oh no. No. You belong with Dorothea. Don't try and mess it up. Well, to be fair, if I really cared about that. There's the fortune teller down below. Still, here's the real one that I'm interested in. Wow, what the heck would these two have to say to each other? After, well, after embarrassments and then phrasing.
Finally, you've arrived. I was beginning to get impatient. Have a seat.
What are you on about?
What isn't she on about?
I'm not on about anything. Let's have dinner together, Yuri.
What is this? Did you make it?
I did. It's a simple dish. My culinary skills are fairly basic.
Hold on. What exactly is this about?
Good question.
You cook for me, I cook for you. That's how this works. It may not be quite as elegant a meal as that of a Dresdian or Leicester cuisine, but the food of Fargus is delicious nonetheless.
Thank
Okay.
you for the meal. It was lovely, Ingrid.
Oh, now you wake
Flavors
up.
were nostalgic. Reminded me of when I lived with my mother and the elder. I was actually born in a poor town in Fargus. The flavors in this dish remind me of those days.
So, wait, you were born in Fargus, and yet you... Wait, how'd you end up in the Empire, then?
Sorry. I didn't mean to compare a meal made by nobility with the meager food I grew up eating.
No offense taken. To tell the truth, although my house is a noble one, it's also lacking in money. Our territory was struck by famine, and we ate whatever the land gave us, which wasn't much. We took what we could, just like everyone.
I see. Well, I must say that your cooking is quite to my taste. Any meal made with so much thought and care is bound to be delicious.
Why, thank you. High praise indeed, from someone who knows their way around a kitchen.
To survive in this world means to sharpen many skills, whether it's cooking or anything else, really. Although I've got to say, I do enjoy cooking. And if my meals can bring a smile to someone's face, all the better. Celebrating victories with friends, sitting around a table with loved ones, watching someone enjoy the meal I made them. Few things bring me more joy.
Have you ever considered giving up being the Lord of the Underworld and becoming a chef instead?
A chef, huh? You know, that doesn't sound half bad.
If you ever do, I'd come to your restaurant and eat whatever you'd whipped up every day.
I'd like that very much. I'd work extra hard so I could see that lovely smile of yours.
You are just too much. I can hardly maintain my composure around you.
Did I say something wrong?
No, that's the problem.
Not at all, Yuri. Not at all.
Alrighty then. Fine by me. Alright, how many more do I have left? Let's see, a decent number for Constance. A couple for the wolves. Okay, so between Balthus and Yuri, it's just the remaining wolves. Constance has unfinished business with those few. It's quite a few, honestly. I'll probably need to... Actually, yeah, I don't have any skills Actually, yeah, I may as well go bolster that a little bit now that I know what's going on. It's not as if I'll be able to build too much renown anyway. Actually, to be fair, I might be able to build up more than... I don't know, I'll figure something out. Meanwhile, on with the show. Alright, so before we get into the really fun stuff, let's cover a couple of these. This is the one I'm really interested in.
Dorothea, my dear, you must be tired from the extended fighting. May I get you anything?
Thank you, Professor Hanneman, but I'm fine.
You don't appear fine. Make sure not to overexert yourself. The war is not yours alone to fight. You have friends to rely on. We are here for you, always.
Thank you, but I really am fine.
Where's this going?
It's nice to know you're always thinking of me, though.
Well, of course. You're like a...
Like a what?
Wait, was I...
Nothing. You're a very good friend. That's all.
Where is this going? I don't like where this is going. You aren't actually... Oh, God.
And once the war is over, I want to be sure you have a pleasant life.
Is that so?
Where's this going?
It sounds like you're getting a little ahead of yourself, planning for the end of the war.
Ahead of myself? No, I don't think so.
Oh? You sounded like you were building up the courage to give me something. Something, small and round and ring-shaped?
Okay, you had a very different idea of what was going to happen than I did.
Uh-huh. A ring, you mean? Well,
Oh, no. Am I wrong? I'm so embarrassed. I misunderstood.
Oh my! That's what you were thinking. I've misled you. I see now I phrased things all wrong. I had no other intentions, I swear. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Where the hell is this going?
I could forgive you if you proposed properly. You got me excited, you know?
But I haven't.
It's okay. I'm just teasing. Don't look so scared.
Teasing? Ah. Well, of course.
You're a horrible person, Dorothea.
It's nice just to know you care about me. Maybe we should talk more about the future in the future. How's that sound?
Why, it sounds lovely. Quite lovely.
Am I gonna get 0 answers? Okay. Okay, you know what? I need to answer this question now. If I don't find a satisfactory answer, I'll just skip to the next one, but... Okay, looks like there was nothing really there. Alrighty then. So be it. I don't know how they'd hide something like that, but you know what? Not my place.
My head is pounding. You'd think I'd get used to this. Oh.
You never get used to it.
Manuela? Oh my goodness, you look terrible. Don't get up, I'll get you some water. I should fluff up those pillows for you. It will make you more comfortable. I'm completely hopeless. I was so proud of being the reason you came to Garreg Mach. Dorothea wanted to follow in my footsteps. How great is that? I thought I'd use that as an inspiration to straighten myself out. Be less of a, less of a disgrace. But here I am, right in front of you, dealing with the worst hangover I've had in weeks. You thought you'd hide this from me? Wait, you mean you knew? Even when you were still with the opera company, you had quite the reputation. There was a joke that you could outdrink a fish and the sailor who caught it. Dorothea, my brain's pounding as it is. Please, stop.
No, please don't.
But I can't handle hearing it from you, the girl I thought I had inspired to greatness.
Keep going.
I can't believe I tried so hard to be a good example for you. when you knew all along? I should leap into the ocean and drown.
Oh, stop it.
Say that. You've not lost a bit of respect from me. Not one bit. Everyone has their faults, and some have more than others, but you are the finest songstress the opera had ever seen. And you've taught me well. What I mean to say is, you're my inspiration. I really do admire you.
Thank you, Dorothea. That means a lot.
Alrighty then, now we get to the fun ones!
Yuritsa?
What?
I've got it all figured out.
Uh-oh.
Hmm?
This again?
Your true identity.
Huh?
If my detective skills are correct, then you are the Death Knight, right?
Wait, why would you be happy about knowing that?
Everyone already knows that.
What? Everyone knows? But how? And here I thought that I'd uncover your big spooky secret. Oh, Bernie, you're such a shut-in that you missed the biggest news in town.
What else is new?
So, here's the deal, Yuritsa. You've got to tell me a secret about you that nobody else knows.
Huh? Where are you going with this?
Why?
There! Thank you!
Because I sleuthed for hours upon hours. That's gotta be rewarded.
Seriously?
Just stop.
Oh, come on. Please? Oh, I know. I've got it.
Why are you hanging around with them if you're...
looking armor when you're pretending to be the Death Knight.
Wait. Pretending... What? Huh? What? I don't think you understand how this works. Did you not see him? Ah.
Are you just into the look of it? You like spooky stuff?
Well, I may have been drawn to that aspect. To look sinister. To embody death.
Where's this conversation going?
Oh, I see. I thought maybe you put on that mask and armor because, just like old Bernie, you don't like talking to people.
Where are you going with this?
There may be some truth to that. Talking to people is intolerable.
Where are you going with this?
Oh, yeah? I think I'm sensing a real kinship between us.
I don't like... Since when did Bernie become the outgoing one in the conversation? I don't like this!
So, with that whole spooky getup on, it allowed you to speak to people with confidence.
I don't think you understand what's going on.
No.
Oh, hey, Yuritsa. Don't tell anyone about this, okay? This is our little secret.
I don't mind, but I also don't understand.
I don't understand either. I don't get it. What, is Bernie gonna go wearing it around now? What's about to happen?
Hey.
Uh-oh. What's this about?
Did you send for me, Emil?
You don't want to
Stop gossiping about me.
Wait, what?
Gossiping? About you? Oh, you wound me, Emil. So what if your name falls from my lips now and then?
You idiot.
If you speak of my past, there will be consequences.
I am aware. I have been silent regarding you secretly being of House Bartels. No, when I speak of you, I bandy gentler truths, such as your fondness for kittens and ice cream. All the silly little details that make you seem human.
Those details are nobody's business but mine.
Oh, Emil, do you have any notion what the rank and file say about you?
I get the notion that he doesn't care.
No.
They use words like unapproachable, menacing, and inscrutable. Regardless of your skill with the blade, fighting a war as if it were a long series of duels will end in death. And that is why I do what I can to ingratiate you with the soldiers you lead. No thanks necessary.
I see you are still unhappy with me.
Whatever do you mean?
The battlefield is solitary in the end. I've no interest in camaraderie with soldiers.
Are you implying that in combat, you are an utterly matchless warrior?
I mean, is he wrong?
That you can vanquish any foe single-handedly? That you need no cohort supporting you?
I mean, is he wrong?
How perfectly presumptuous! Even I can admit my reliance upon others. While you fight, who stands beside you to gauge the tide of battle? Who eliminates the archers aiming for you? Who heals whatever injuries you might sustain? These are questions you should be asking yourself, Emil. I ask them for you because we are old friends.
Always quick to cut to the heart of the matter.
Just as you are ever an ache in my side. Which is nothing compared to the ulcers your sister must have developed, given your attitude.
Oh, you did not just go there.
Whatever.
You took that way too well.
But there is a truth in your words. However, it is not up for discussion. Stop gossiping about me.
I shall consider it.
That's probably the only thing you're getting, Yuritsa. Oh boy. Now the real fun.
Remember when you mentioned briefly that you'd been in conference with some nobles? Did the topic of conversation happen to be me?
I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about.
Don't be coy with me. I recently received an offer of support from the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Wait, isn't that Linhardt's father?
Bravo! Your dream of restoring your house is that much closer now, isn't it?
We shall see. My response is on hold until I could confirm something first. You sound as befuddled as I feel. These are events you set in motion, are they not? I want only the truth from you. Lie to me and you shall be incinerated.
Are we really going to the incineration first? I mean, first you go to knives, right?
That doesn't leave me much wiggle room, does it?
I think that's the point.
Alright, I'll tell you. So yeah, I might have been negotiating with some nobles. Maybe. Possibly.
Come on, you know being vague is just gonna confirm it.
You do recall that I have nothing I can offer you in return, yes?
Of course I know that. I just did what I needed to get what I wanted. Like always.
Explain.
All my life, I've known how to angle to get everything I've ever wanted. Money, social standing, the whole kit and caboodle. See? That's how the savage mockingbird lives. Ever since I was a kid. It's how I've done things.
What does that have to do with... Wait, are you admitting to being the savage mockingbird?
And I find myself wanting in on this house of yours. The one you've yet to rebuild.
What? No, wait. You haven't yet answered my question about the savage...
Preened as this bird might be, his only home is a dark, wet back alley. As long as I'm me, nothing can change that. So I figured, if I could leave that home of mine and live simply as Yuri, even if only for a while, you know, I might like somewhere proper to return to. Somewhere cozy. Comfy, even. Better than House Row, or the last I left from.
I'm not sure what you're insinuating here.
Are you sure about that? I know exactly what he's insinuating.
I'll get your house back for you. And I only ask for one thing as payment. Once House Nouvelle is back in good standing, I want a home there.
You mean you wish to join House Nouvelle? But the only way to do that...
Marriage. Bingo. Quick, easy, simple.
Well, that was a lot more direct than most people.
You and I. Spouses.
You heard me. It's a fine enough trade. What's the problem?
I mentioned nothing about a problem. Where did you get that notion? I've always found you very useful, though I could do with less, much less of your back talk.
He would... Let's face it, that's never happening.
I suppose Milady doesn't want a rogue for a husband. Can't handle all that is Yuri,
I don't like where you're going with this.
No, but there is a procedure to this sort of thing. How can you join my house when I have none?
What? You want to do things in order? How boring. I suppose we'll be lovers for now.
Oh, God.
You mock me! You mock me and I will not have it!
I'll have it.
Me? Mock? I'm being sincere. I'd never live out another dull day with you by my side.
I think he is being sincere. Please, don't let it end.
That is my only fear. A life spent by your side may be more taxing than I could stand.
Oh, please, you'd love it.
Seeing you so flustered provides endless entertainment.
Okay, you two are officially the couple. I don't care what happens to Happy and Balthus, you two are the couple. Okay. That was hilarious. Oh man. Why can't... Oh man. Why wasn't that in the original game? Ah. Okay. $25 well spent, I suppose. Alright. How many more conversations do I have left? Let's see. Alright, Constance has a few A's. I think it's mostly just A supports left. At least from the ones I need to finish up. But for now, let's see how far we get. Alright, so let's start with one I'm pretty sure I've already seen before, but hey, may as well. Huh?
It's strange. I never thought you and I would be able to sit together and drink tea like this.
Drink tea, you say? But that does not smell like tea. The aroma. Would that be coffee by any chance? Imported from Dagda, I believe. I do not care for it myself.
Your knowledge is impressive. Although I should expect nothing less from a noble, I suppose. Lady Edelgard surpasses you in nearly every respect. But I think when it comes to positivity, you may actually exceed her.
That's not too hard.
Me? In a way, it is merely a mask for your tactlessness. But even so, your relentless optimism, well, suffice it to say that it is your best quality.
What?
You are constantly striving to grow as a person, to seek new knowledge, to push new limits. When others might get distracted or abandon their path, you never yield. In that aspect, at least, I think you are unmatched.
Hubert, are you alright? Do you have a cold? Or the plague? Am I hearing a deathbed confession?
It was only a compliment. There's no need for such dramatic exaggeration.
No, there is need.
Dramatic, you say?
I do my best to analyze others without emotion. Even if I find you to be a contemptible degenerate, I can still evaluate your abilities in an impartial way.
So, because you assess people without emotion, you are totally confident in your appraisals. It seems I was wrong about you.
Huh. You actually understand.
Please, do not compliment me again, though. I find it quite unsettling. It is like hearing a snake sing an aria. At least put it in a letter next time.
In the very unlikely event that there is a next time, I promise to put it in writing.
I don't remember that. Still worth it. Alright, now where's this go?
Professor Hanneman, I owe you an apology.
Whatever for? I'm not bothered by you investigating my past.
So you knew. You're right. I'm afraid I found it difficult to quell my doubts.
What happened? It was over 20 years ago. I suppose you had just barely been born, now that I think on it. My younger sister was afflicted by a disease of the heart, and she met with an early death. It is easy to lay blame for such things, but I considered crests themselves to be the root cause.
Your father bore a major crest, and both you and your grandfather inherited minor crests. Your sister was born without one, but as the daughter of a family in which crests are prevalent, others saw potential in her.
Potential?
That's why she was married off to a certain noble whose influence was waning. He was undoubtedly desperate for power. But no matter how many children she bore him, none manifested a crest. She fell from her husband's favor and was mistreated, ultimately leading to...
As an up-and-coming crest scholar at the time, I knew only despair. What was the use of my research if I could not even save my own sister?
That's why you abandoned your position in the Empire and came to Garreg Mach.
My sister is far from the only victim. Many noblemen have done the same to their own wives, and I despise them for it. So my quest began. I would unlock the secrets of crests, make them available to any who desired. If I achieved my goal, the nobility would be rendered obsolete, and my sister could finally rest peacefully. However, all these years later, I am still far from achieving my goal.
A world in which anyone can bear a crest. That's not so different from a world with no crests at all.
Quite right. And that is why I have chosen to fight by your side. I cannot say what lies in your past, yet I have seen your ideals and witnessed the power of your two crests. I feel certain that you too are a victim of this world, just like my dear sister.
Professor Hanneman, please say no more. I've made peace with my past. Now I look only to the future, to the world we're fighting to create.
Very well. But if you will allow it, there is one more thing I would like to say on the subject. When I look at you, I am reminded of my sister, and also of my own youth. Though I could not save my sister back then, I am different now. I can support you and lend you my abilities. I will fight for your cause in whatever way you need.
Thank you. That means a great deal to me. Your knowledge and your experience are both invaluable. And your passion, too. I welcome your support. And in turn, I will do my best to earn the trust you have placed in me.
Huh. Yep. Nothing to say to that. Well done. Fascinating. Now comes the real fun part.
Yeah! Come at me!
What's this about?
Balthus, you mustn't draw the enemy in so. Pray do not sacrifice yourself on my account.
Enough of that. Just watch my back like we planned.
1,000 pardons, then.
What's the context for this?
Ooh, it's been a while since we had such a close fight. How you holding up? You didn't seem like your heart was really in it this time.
I had some difficulty knowing the torment our enemy was going through. Bad enough to fall in combat, but to be felled by one so base as I.
Oh, if they regret anything, it's that you're worried about their humiliating defeat. Ego burn right there. You know, it wasn't so bad fighting at your side. We make a pretty good team, you and I.
It is because you have the courage to face your enemies head-on, leaving your flanks unguarded. And the generosity to allow less skilled fighters the glory of dispatching foes who take the bait. Every aspect of your tactics is a reflection of your incomparable virtue.
Hang on, I'm trying to piece together what exactly that means. Huh? So, wait, you're saying that he leaves himself open on purpose? I don't get it. How's that a good thing?
You have a way of understanding a situation, but also twisting it all up in your head. Impressive, really. The unrivaled king of grappling himself, that'd be me, trusted you enough to watch his back. Can't you just be proud and leave it at that?
Okay, that clears it up.
The nickname is a difficult one to respect, though the man inhabiting it is more than worthy.
Wait, where are we going here? Take
If
her inside
what I
already.
have said today has offended, which I would not doubt, then accept my humblest apologies.
You really are something else, you know that? I like your style, pal. I could see us teaming up as mercenaries and wandering from battlefield to battlefield. Admit it, that would be a grand old time, don't you think?
It would depend on the circumstances. Might I impose on you to come with me?
Right, there's always... Wait, what?
Going inside where she can actually talk properly.
Okay, we're here. Care to explain?
Must you make a mockery of everything? I have my own dream to pursue, not this twaddle. You assume I'd abandon the restoration of House Nouvelle to become a vagrant? Are you mad? even among your fabled transgressions. This goes beyond the pale.
And where was this for the other conversations?
Definitely a fair weather friend, that one.
How does that turn out? How does that turn out? No, seriously, how does that turn out then? What does their shared ending look like then? What, does Balthus basically turn into her bodyguard or something? Or... I don't get it. Ah well. Either way, carry on. I've got a city to take.